Hello and welcome to today's class. Today we'll be learning about how to form a sentence in the English language. How do you form a sentence when you speak to someone else? So the main three things that we need to look at that a sentence should have are the subject, the verb, and the object. So these three things are vital in forming a sentence. So first we need to understand what is the subject, what is the object, and what is the verb. So every sentence has all these three things. So the first thing, the subject, person, animal, place, thing, or concept. Any of these things can be the subject. And like, for example, I like spaghetti. So I is a subject and I is a person. So that's a subject. He reads many books. He is a person. He is the subject. Now, this person, animal, or the thing can do something. It does an action. That action is the verb. The animal, place, thing, or object does an action, and that action is the verb. I like spaghetti. This is an example that we already saw for subject. I is the subject. Like is the verb. You are doing something. You're liking something. So I is doing something. So that doing word is the verb in the sentence. He reads many books. Reads. What is he doing? Reads. He's reading. It's an action word. So that's the verb. Now, an object is something that receives the action. What the subject did what? To whom? For whom? The answer to these questions will be the object. I like what? Spaghetti. So spaghetti is the object. So I, subject, like, verb, spaghetti would be the object of the verb. The second, he reads many books. Books would be the object. And many books would be the object. So I'm sure you all understand what is the subject, what is the verb, and what is the object. So the subject is an animal or a person or a place or a thing or a concept. And you ask the question, who or what? These things, that is the person, the animal, the place, the thing, they do something. They do an action. That is the verb. The action word is a verb. And they do it to whom? The object. I'm sure that's clear now. Okay, for example, the movie is good. In this sentence, which is the subject? If you can think for a second and tell me which is the subject in the sentence, the movie is good. The movie is the subject. Is the verb. And how is it? It's good. So that becomes the object. Okay. So we'll move on to the various prerequisites that every English sentence should have. Every English sentence starts with a capital letter. So if there is a capital letter at the beginning of a group of words, then that is a sentence. A sentence is nothing but a group of words, which we call as parts of speech. So it starts with a capital letter, and then it ends with a full stop. A sentence ends with a full stop or a question mark or an exclamation, depending on the type of sentence it is. If it's an exclamatory sentence, you have an exclamation And one subject in a sentence, a subject is given only once. So we have only one subject in a sentence. And then we have all these three also mandatorily in a sentence. What are the three? The subject, verb, and the object. And it should have a complete idea, which means it can stand alone. It is not dependent on another sentence, but the sentence itself has an idea in itself. It is independent. So a sentence is also, this independent sentence is also called as an independent clause when it has an idea in itself and it is not dependent on any other sentence or any other phrase or any other words. So a sentence should be an independent clause. It should have an idea in itself using the subject, verb, and the object. Okay, so that is about how to form a sentence. You can go ahead and mix and match subject, verb, and object and create as many sentences as you want. You can start very simple by just using just these three parts of a speech. There are so many other parts of speech that makes a sentence more complex. You have compound sentences, but that is a bit more difficult. So you can concentrate on simple sentences which use only subject, verb, and object when you start. So you start forming sentences using these three parts of speech. And then once you are able to fluently talk these sentences, then form these sentences, then we can move on to the next types of sentences like compound or complex sentences. Okay, happy learning.